Hello everyone, so we are now on September 2016 Materials Engineer Written Examination. For number 1, we have tensile strength, yield strength, and elongation are the common required tests to determine the quality of plank. So the obvious answer for this is reinforcing steel bars kasi siya lang naman dito yung nag-undergo ng tensile testing. Next, for number 2, we are required to find the index of retained strength or IRS. Para makuha natin ng IRS, meron po tayong formula na IRS equals wet stability over dry stability and multiply the quotient by 100. Gamit ang formula, makukuha natin ang sagot sa IRS which is 80%. For number 3, we are required to find the degree of compaction. Para makuha ang degree of compaction, meron din po tayo ditong formula. By substituting the given values, we get the answer 90%. Next, we need to determine if the area represented by the core samples is acceptable or not. To answer this problem, we need to check kung ang average strength ng core samples is at least 85% of the required. And also, each one of the core samples must be at least 75% of the required strength. Upon checking, we can see that the average strength of the 3 samples meet the 85% requirement. However, for individual checking, one of them did not meet the 75% requirement. In this case, the area represented by the core samples is not acceptable. For number 5, the answer is letter A. Sampling shall be done by taking sample from the bottom, middle, and top of the stockpile. Number 6, since none of the 3 choices are methods of soil sampling, the answer is letter D. For number 7, when the material failed to meet the grading requirement, it is best to reprocess the grading by blending with other sizes of aggregates. Therefore, the answer is letter D. Number 8, the answer is letter A. The purpose of driving test piles is to determine the required pile length. For number 9, all the mentioned factors in the choices affect the concrete strength. Therefore, the answer is letter D. For number 10, the mixture shall be placed at a temperature not less than 107 degrees Celsius. Since the mixture is 15 degrees centigrade lower than the required temperature, we must reject the delivered materials. Number 11, the answer is letter A. The practice is improper because this procedure provides that the test should be carried out to failure. Number 12, the answer is B. The rebound hammer test can be used as a substitute to direct methods of compressive strength determination such as tests on core samples. For number 13, it is advised that if the slump exceeds 1.5 inches from what was ordered, we must reject it. So the answer is letter C. Number 14, the answer is letter C. The minimum compaction requirement for an embankment is 95%. Number 15, the answer is letter C, because petrographic test is used to determine the chemical characteristics of concrete, not to measure its hardness. Number 16, the answer is letter B. The dry density will go higher because air is forced out of the soil. Number 17, the answer is letter C. It is called Portland cement because it resembled cement obtained by grinding natural rocks found on the Isles of Portland. Number 18, the answer is B. The purpose of capping concrete cylinders prior to testing for compression is to provide smooth flat ends that are perpendicular to axis of the sample. For number 19, again by using the formula for compaction, we get 98%. For number 20, the class of concrete used for bedding and after each layer of stone and rubble concrete shall be class B. So the answer is letter B. Number 21, the answer is letter B. The amounts of materials passing the number 50 and number 100 shapes are important to concrete aggregate because the maximum amount of these fine sand sizes are required to ensure that the cement paste is sufficient to cover each particle. 22, the answer is D. Unconfined compressive strength test is usually performed on clayey soils. For number 23, due to strength deficiency of the concrete, DPWH specification subsection 311.3.20 state that we can accept the section but at an adjusted price. So the answer is C. 24, the answer is D, none of the above, because the three given options are only achievable through proper compaction. 25, the answer is D. Large variations in the concrete cylinder can be remedied through all of the methods mentioned. Number 26, the answer is B. Loss of ignition signifies prehydration or moisture uptake of cement while it is shelved. 27, the answer is B. Marshall stability test determines the resistance to deformation of a compacted asphalt concrete mix. Number 28, the answer is B. The minimum test requirement for riprap boulders are stone size or weight test and inspection report on assessment of stone soundness. 29, the answer is B. Consolidation test is usually performed on undisturbed samples. This is to determine the settlements due to primary consolidation of soil by conducting one-dimensional tests. 30, the answer is D. Post-tensioning of the pre-stressing reinforcement shall be not commenced until tests on concrete cylinder indicate that the concrete has attained the compressive strength of at least 28 megapascal. Number 31, the answer is A. Temperature, shrinkage, and creep are all types of volume change of concrete after it is hardened, except air content. 32, the answer is D. All of the above are not generally true in the production of high-strength concrete. Number 33, the answer is A because index of retained strength is done during the pre-construction phase. Asphalt core samples means that it has been extracted from an already placed pavement. For number 34, ESTM C42 states that submerge the test specimens in lime-saturated water for at least 40 hours immediately prior to making the compression test. So the answer is C. For number 35, since we have a force which is 92,000 pounds and a diameter of 6 inches, to find the compressive strength, we can use the formula for normal stress and get the answer 3,254 psi. For number 36, since only 80% density was attained, we can use roller with greater compactive effort in order to comply with the 100% minimum degree of compaction. So the answer is D. 37, the answer is B. The rate of application of either the rapid curing cutback or the emulsified asphalt should be within the range of 0.2 to 0.7 liter per square meter. Number 38, the answer is B. It should be regarded to mean that materials of first-class quality are to be used. For number 39, it is said that the stability of an asphalt pavement is its ability to resist shoving and rotting under traffic loads. Therefore, the more angular the shape of the aggregate particles and the rougher the surface texture, the higher the stability of the mix will be. So the answer is B. 40, the answer is A. The spot test is used to determine whether or not an asphalt cement has been damaged during processing due to overheating. Number 41, the answer is D. The equipment to measure pavement surface irregularity is 3-meter straight edge, or nowadays called the International Roughness Index machine. For number 42, before concrete paving, the base of a roadway should be kept in moist condition and saturated with water for at least 2 hours. So the answer is A. Number 43, the answer is C. Grass cover is the only choice we cannot use as a slope protection because it doesn't penetrate well to deeper soil nor protect the slope it stands. 44, the answer is C. Because consolidation test requires undisturbed samples. For number 45, the answer is B. The workability of the mix depends on its temperature. The hotter the mix, the more workable it is. 46, the answer is B. The temperature of the mix shall have an allowable of plus or minus 10 degrees Celsius. For number 47, the answer is A. The rate of loading that must be observed when testing the concrete cylinder specimen is 20 to 50 psi per second. For number 48, the answer is B. The reduction of 1/3 or 33% is expected when the surface is not properly finished and that the load is not uniform. Number 49, the answer is C. The computed compressive strength will be higher, and since it is higher than the actual strength, it is less accurate. For number 50, the answer is B. LGU is not authorized to test the materials to be incorporated in DPWH projects. One of the main reasons is that LGU lacks materials testing laboratory.
Number 51. From the following data, determine the degree of compaction. So given unfilled density test data, weight of material taken from the hole is equal to 4.885 kg. Weight of sand to fill the hole is equal to 3.885 kg. Volume of hole is equal to 0.0028 cubic meter. Weight unit weight is equal to 1,745 kg per cubic meter. Dry unit weight is equal to 1,663 kg per cubic meter. Laboratory data, maximum dry density is equal to 2,250 kg per cubic meter. Optimum moisture content is equal to 8.10%. So para makuha ang degree of compaction, equal siya sa dry unit weight over maximum dry density. So bali 1,663 over 2,250 times 100 is equal to 74% or letter E, 74. Number 52. ESTM C150 requires that the 28D strength of mortar from the type 1 Portland cement be at least 27.6 megapascal. 3 specimens were tested, 2 passed but 1 failed by more than 20%. What will be the conclusion? So kapag pagbabasyan nga niyan DPWH standard specification sa volume 2, subsection 311.3.20, akseptaron lang kuno ang concrete state strength kapag diri siya maghabubo sa ginatag na specified strength. Halimbawa kapag tulong test ang ginhimo kung ano ang average, dapat diri siya maghabubo sa ginatag na specified strength or no individual nga maghabubo man sa ginhatag na specified strength. Halimbawa sa average is ginhatag na specified strength is 85%, tas danay man sa individual 75%. So bali kapag sa individual kuno dapat dire maghabubo sin more than 15%. Pero kay bago ano sa problem is ang duha kuno nagpass tas ang sayo nagfailed sin more than 20%. So bali ang maging conclusion siton is the cement does not pass the specification since it failed to give the consistent results. So letter D. Number 53. A slurry system for road surface treatment of item 304A is a type of, so ining slurry system for road surface treatment, itatawag siya nga cold asphalt, letter A. Gagamit siya nga best alternative sa hot asphalt. Ang hot asphalt is kalampalat doon, ini man siya is dere na. Gagamit siya pang sealing sa mga minor lang nga crack, tapos pandagdag na thickness. So yun, letter A, cold asphalt. Number 54. The fine-grained soils in the field can be identified through the use of simple visual and manual test except, so siya nga dry strength, plasticity, tapos dry weight is madali siya ma-identify gamit laan simple visual tapos manual test. So siya di man nga water mobility is diri siya sugad sa ka-common sa material testing. The mobility of water or any fluid for that matter is dependent upon viscosity. So, ang answer sini nga di is letter C, water mobility. Very good siya, madali matest gamit ang manual test. So, number 55. Liquid limit is usually the ultravig limits are basic measure of the critical water contents of a fine-grained soil. Its shrinkage limit, plastic limit, and liquid limit. Thus, the boundary between each state can be defined based on change in the soil's behavior. A liquid limit is the moisture content expressed as a percentage of the weight of over-dried soil, at which soil changes from a plastic to a liquid state. So an answer is letter D, none of the above. Number 56. Result of immersion over compression test conducted on a asphalt mix sample as follows. Dry stability is equal to 2000, wet stability is equal to 1000. What is the resulting index of retin strength? Does it meet the specification requirement of item 310, bituminous concrete surface course? So, para makuha ang index of retin strength or IRS, equal siya sa wet stability over dry stability. So, bali, 1,000 over 2,000 times 100 is 50%. Base sa DPWH standard specification sa volume 2, subsection 307.2.1 states that the mixture should also have an index of retin strength of not less than 70% when tested by AASHTO-T 165. Therefore, it does not meet the specification. So, an answer is letter D, 50% no. Number 57. What tests conducted on the soil? So, soil sample was subjected to the following procedures at the laboratory. Compaction at its optimum moisture content, application of source charge to the present, the estimated thickness of pavement over the subgrade, soaking the sample for 4 days and then forcing a plunger into a sample to a depth of 2.5 mm. So, initial nga klase test is tinatawag siya na Californian bearing ratio or CBR test. This test is penetration test meant for the evaluation of subgrade strength of roads and pavements. The results obtained by this test are used with the empirical curves to determine the thickness of pavement and its component layers. So an answer is letter D, CBR test. Number 58. How do you obtain the density of the soil in the field? So para makuha ang density of the soil in the field, meron siya formula nga weight of the soil over sa kanya volume. So balang answer is letter E. By weighing the disturbed soil removed and obtaining the volume of the hole with sand or with the other means. So answer is letter A. Number 59. Who should take samples of materials and bring them to the laboratory for testing? So answer is letter C, both DPWH and contractors engineer. Number 60. It is essential to soil mechanics work that drying ovens are preset to a temperature of letter A, 105 to 110 degrees Celsius. Dahil sini nga temperature, i-consider siya nga optimal for evaporating water without significantly altering the soil's structure or composition. So, letter E, 105 to 110 degrees Celsius. Number 61. Soil classification is determined by letter D, E and B, Atterberg's adhesive analysis test. Soil classification deals with the systematic categorization of soil based on distinguishing characteristics as well as criteria for dictate choices in use. Soils is classification in dynamic subject, from the structures of the system itself to the definition of classes, and finally in the application in the field. Soil classification can be approached from the perspective of soil as a material and a soil as a resources. So letter D, E and B, Atterberg's adhesive analysis test. Number 62. Is a type of emulsified asphalt that works better with wet aggregates and in cold weather. So bitumen emulsion is a mixture of water and bitumen. We know that bitumen is an oil product and it cannot be mixed with water. That is why we add emulsifier with water before adding bitumen. Addition of emulsifier with water facilitates breaking of bitumen into minute particles and keep it dispersed in suspension. In case of ionic bitumen emulsion, bitumen particles are electronegatively charged, which adhere better to aggregates which have positively charged. Where areas for cationic emulsion, bitumen particles are electropositively charged. So, cationic emulsion can be withstand rain sooner than ionic ones. So, an answer is letter B, cationic emulsion. Number 63. If the soil is properly compacted or compacted at its maximum density, it will. So, pinaka-importante nga properties ko ni soil bilang foundation is kanya strength must be increased, compressibility is reduced, and permeability must be also be reduced. This can be done by compaction. That is why compaction of an embankment material will be minimize future settlement, increase shear strength and soil stability, and increase void space. So lahat ng choices ay tama. So letter D, all of the above. Number 64. Bitumen mixture should have a minimum dry compressive strength of letter B, 200 psi. So, sa subsection 307.2.1, composition and quality of bituminous mixture states that bituminous mixture should have a minimum dry compressive strength of 1.4 megapascal or 200 psi. The standard test method for compressive strength of bituminous mixture should be based on ASTM D1074-02. So, answer is B, 200 psi. Number 65. The following are measurement in centimeter of concrete core taken for thickness. Determination at station 0 plus 100. 23, 24, 23, 23, 24, 24, 23. Actual measurement of the core at the center is 23 centimeter. What is the average thickness of the core if the design thickness is 23 centimeter? So, para makuha ang average thickness, kukuha mo lang average. Siya din nga ginatag na thickness. So, bali, upat nga 23 times 4 plus, I think, upat lang ini nga 24. Bali, 24 times 4 all over 8. Ang makuha mo nga answer is 23.5 cm. Pero, direpeto mo siya ang answer. Yan, bago sa specification, nga di ron nilagay na allowed ang variance nga more than 5 mm sa design thickness. So, balang ginatag nga design thickness is 23 cm la. So, para makuha ang tamang answer, ang 24 cm, i-reduce mo lang sa 23.5 cm. So, bali, 23.5 cm times 4 plus 23 times 4 all over 8 is equal siya sa 23.25 cm. So, ang answer is letter C, 23.25 cm. Number 66. In pavement construction, what is the required density of bituminous mixture based on laboratory density of the compacted specimen? So, in pavement construction and based from DPWH Standard Specification Volume 2 Subsection 307.8.3, compaction, the required density of bituminous mixture based on laboratory density of the compacted specimen and rolling should be continued under roller marks and eliminated, and minimum of 97% must of the density of the laboratory compacted specimens prepared in accordance with AASH2T 166 has been obtained, and that no individual determination be lower than 95% when core is extracted from acceptance. So an answer is letter D, equal or greater than 95%. Number 67. In the 2013 edition of DPWH Standard Specifications for Highways, Bridges, and Airports, item 202. So in the 2013 edition of DPWH Standard Specification for Highways, Bridges, and Airports, item 202 is about crash aggregates based course. So an answer is letter D, crash aggregates based course. So number 68. The sand used in the field density test in determining the volume of fall using sand cone method must be cleaned, dry, and passing sieve number. So the dry density of the compacted soil or pavement material is a common measurement of the amount of the compaction achieved during the construction. So ang sand cone nga gamiton sa sand cone test must be inordinary sand, wash cleaned, free flowing, uncemented, tapos nagpassing siya sa serve number 10 and rated save number 200. So ang answer is letter D, number 10. Number 69. Under what climatic conditions do we use the lower penetration grade or hard asphalts? So we use the lower penetration grade or hard asphalts during a climatic condition of hot. So answer is letter B, hot climate. Number 70. The approval of preliminary samples from the same source should. So kapag gusto niyo preliminary samples, commonly tawag siya nga approved sample source. Kundiin halimbawa ang sayo nga materials na approvean siya or pumasa sa testing, kung din siya tikang halimbawa tikang siya sa nga sources, ito nga sources ang tawag siya nga preliminary samples. Pero dire ibig sabihin sa nga dire mo na ikitis ang sa nga material dahil tikang na siya sa preliminary samples, kasi dire naman lahat ng material na tigas sa nga location is para na sirasin characteristic. Melitong gyapon siya pagkakaiba. Bagay na limbawa ginhalawan siya substandard nga material, kaya it's important pa rin nga ganito sila gyapon ang sa nga material bisan tigang siya sa preliminary samples. So an answer is letter B, not to be considered a guarantee of acceptance of all materials from the source. Number 71. The minimum testing requirement for one quality test of concrete hollow block is letter B, 6 units for every 10 units. An answer is letter B. Number 72. What should be done on the sub-base course with existing moisture content of 10% higher than the optimum moisture of the AH2 T180 method D? So compaction is a process that brings about an increase in soil density or unit weight, accompanied by a decrease in air volume. There is usually no change in water content. The degree of compaction is measured by dry unit weight and depends on the water content and compactive effort. Number of impacts, width of roller, number of phases. For a given compactive effort, the maximum dry unit weight occurs at an optimum water content. So an answer is letter C. Dry out the reduced moisture, spread the required loose thickness, and compact. Number 73. Materials suitable for embankment should have a plasticity index of not more than. So number 73. There are two types of embankment stated in DPWH Standard Specification Volume 2, Subsection 104.2, Materials Requirement, Suitable and Unsuitable Materials. It states that suitable material which is acceptable in accordance with the contract and which can be compacted in the manner specified in this item. It can be common material or rock. As determined by AH2 T11, the material should have a plasticity index of not more than 6 as determined by AH2 T90. and a liquid limit of not more than 30 as determined by AH2 T89. So ang answer is D. Plastic index is equal to 6. Number 74. What is the water cement ratio that will produce the highest strength of concrete? The water to cement ratio is ang ratio san kabog ato sa tubig tapos kabog aton sa cement ang gagamit sa concrete mix. By Abraham's law, also gintatawag lat siya nga Abraham's water to cement ratio law. It states that strength of concrete mix is inversely proportional to the mass ratio of water to cement. So kapag dramon mo nga niko ng tubig nga magde-decrease ang strength sa concrete. So lower ratio leads to a higher strength and durability of concrete. So an answer is letter A, 0.45. Number 75. The shape of a compaction curve in laboratory compaction test of a soil is a letter B, parabolic. Answer is letter B. Number 76. What penetration grade of asphaltic material is appropriate for sealing of PCCP joints? So DPWH standard A specification sa volume 2 subsection 303.2.2 specifies that penetration grade of asphaltic material appropriate for sealing of PCCP joint is 85 to 100. So an answer is letter E, 85 to 100. Number 77. The correctness, effectiveness of all concrete mix design can be checked by conducting. So it may be confusing that mix design will be proven correct if we perform strength test, core test, and other form of testing. However, it must be noted that the correctness, effectiveness of all concrete mix design can be checked by conducting trial mix first. Before a design mix be used in the actual project, trial mix should be conducted. On the other hand, core test is usually being done for thickness determination and further investigation of strength of concrete. So an answer is letter B, trial mix. Number 78. Stone mastic asphalt should be placed at a temperature not less than, so an answer letter D, 135 degrees Celsius. Number 79. Given mass of asphalt specimen in air is equal to 1,200. Mass of asphalt specimen in water is equal to 700. Mass of asphalt cement in SSD is equal to 1,203. Calculate the bulk specific gravity of the asphalt specimen. So, specific gravity or SG is may siya formula nga dry specimen in air over mass of asphalt cement in SSD minus mass of water. So bali equal siya sa 1,200 over quantity 1,203 minus 700 is equal siya sa 2.386. So ang answer is 2.386, letter D. Number 80. When using a nuclear density gauge, which of the following is not a requirement? So radiation in the broadest sense simply means energy given off by any object, such as heat energy from a fire. So what we are concerned with more especially is ionizing radiation. This describes particles or waves with enough energy to ionize the material they pass through by removing electrons from atoms. So when using a nuclear density gauge, the operator must be licensed, meaning he has the training and the skill to use the nuclear equipment. The radiation exposure limits must be specified to avoid overexposure. And most importantly, the unit must be transported in approved cases to avoid exposure to other people. So an answer is letter C. Operator must be wear thick clothes. Number 81. Peat and muck are considered as. So peat and muck is considered highly organic soil. There are two types of embankments stated in DPWH Standard Specification Volume 2, Subsection 104.2, Materials Requirement, Suitable and Unsuitable Materials. It states that suitable materials which is acceptable in accordance with the construct and which can be compacted in the manner specified in this item. It can be common material or rock. So an answer is B, highly organic soil. Number 82. Testing of concrete samples may be done at earlier age for purpose of. So an answer is letter B, determining the trend of its strength develop. So letter B. Number 83. The measurement of the thickness of an asphalt core using a caliper is based on. So an answer is the measurement of the thickness of an asphalt core using a caliper is based on 4 sides only. This is the difference between the concrete and the asphalt cores. Thickness determination in concrete is measured in 9 measurements. So an answer is letter E, 4 sides. Number 84. The maximum percentage abrasion loss allowed for paving concrete coarse aggregate is. The maximum percentage abrasion loss allowed for paving concrete coarse aggregate is 40%. Item 311.2.3 coarse aggregates states that it should have a mass percent of wear not exceeding 40 when tested by AASH2T96. So an answer is letter B, 40%. Number 85. Permit for the procurement of chemical use for various laboratory testing can be secured from. So permit from the procurement of chemical use for various laboratory testing can be secured from PDEA. This is accordance with the RA 9165 or commonly called Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. So answer is letter D, PDEA. Number 86. What test determines the resistance to deformation of a compacted asphalt concrete mix? So answer is letter B, Marshall Stability Test. Determines the resistance to deformation of a compacted asphalt concrete mix. Marshall stability and flow are asphalt mixture characteristic determining from test of compacted specimens of a specified geometry. In this test, we are following the ASTM D6927 standard test method for Marshall stability test. Aside from Marshall stability test, this is also the reference code for testing of low value along the density. So answer is letter B, Marshall stability test. Number 87. The aggregate components contributes internal friction to shear, strength, and stability of the bituminous mixture. The desirable shape and surface texture of aggregate particles are. So letter D, angular and rough texture particles. So kapag round aggregate particles is smooth texture siya. Kaya siguro naging round particle siya dahil sa kanya pagiging smooth texture. So maupay ko na gamiton sa concrete and angular tapos rough texture particles kasi nagkakayaon siya sin work ability sa concrete. Nagkakayaon siya sin friction to shear strength and stability of the bituminous mixture. So an answer is letter D, angular and rough texture particles. Number 88. In hot climate under sustained loading, asphalt cement behave like. So number 8. In hot conditions such as desert, under sustained loads, asphalt cement acts like viscous solids. Viscous liquids like hot asphalts are sometimes called plastic because they start flowing and they do not return to their original position. On the other hand, in cold climates such as winter or other rapidly applied load, fast-moving tracks, asphalts behave like an elastic solid. So elastic solids are like rubber bands. When loaded, they deform, and when unloaded, they return to their original shape. So the answer is B, viscous solids. Number 89. This is a test criterion for reinforced concrete pipe tested in 3H bearing test. Is 0.3 mm crack. Based on numerous studies developed load strain and load deflection information during 3H bearing test of a representative pipe section up to the deformation of both hairline and 0.01 inch cracks. So an answer is letter E, 0.3 mm crack. Number 90. Concrete curing refers to concrete curing is the maintaining of an adequate moisture content and temperature in concrete at early ages so that it can develop properties the mixture was designed to achieve. Curing begins immediately after placement and finishing so that the concrete may develop to the desired strength and durability. Thus, this procedure is done by cement. Promote cement hydration, making the concrete develop strength, volume stability, resistance to freezing and thawing, and abrasion and scaling. So an answer is letter B, procedure done to promote cement hydration. Number 91. The temperature of concrete during the period of mixing while in transport and or during placing should not be permitted to rise above. So temperature of concrete during the period of mixing while in transport and or during placing should not be permitted to rise above sa definability standard specification volume 2 subsection 311.3.8. During hot weather, the engineer should require that steps be taken to prevent the temperature of mixed concrete from exceeding a maximum temperature of 32 degrees Celsius. Pero kung best from the said item, care should be done when exceeding 32 degrees Celsius. So pwede gapon siya maglampas sa 32 degrees Celsius. Bali dadara mo laan igahalo nga tubig depende sa kapas-on. So bali ang pinaka-answer sing is 36 degrees Celsius. Letter C, 36 degrees Celsius. Number 92. As construction work progresses, you notice that the materials delivered at the project sites are different from the one tested and that pass the requirements. As a materials engineer, what would you do? This is a very practical way of practicing taking decision as a true materials engineer. It is common knowledge that a material that has not been tested or part of a group of material in the program of works should not be incorporated in the construction works. Thus, the delivered material should not be used unless tested. Based from the given choices, it seems correct to conduct immediate retesting but would consume another amount of time. So replacing the materials with the tested one seems better. But if we replace it with another untested one, it goes the same. Therefore, it is best to reject the delivered untested materials and decide that the tested one should be used. So an answer is C, reject the materials. Number 93. The pH value of water suitable for concrete construction should be generally be between. So number 93. On the pH scale, which runs from 0, very acidic, to 14 very alkaline. Cement is incredibly alkaline with a pH of 12 to 13. Consider this water as a pH of 7 and it's considered pH neutral. Human skin is slightly acidic at pH 4.5. That is the reason why Portland cement is dangerous to skin. Basic pH of about 13. The pH value at exposed surface soon fall as reaction occur between carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and alkalis in the concrete, a process known as carbonation. Over time, fronts of carbonated concrete with pH values of about 8.5 advance below exposed surface. So answer is letter B, 6 to 8. Number 94. Which is not a type of PCCP distress? So scaling, crazing, and fork marks are all types of PCCP distress except rabeling, which is occurs only in asphalt. Its counterpart to the concrete is scaling, or the exposure of the aggregates due to prolonged resistance to traffic. So an answer is letter C, rabeling. Raveling. So an answer is letter C, raveling. Number 95. In concrete, rich mix means. So we all know that rich means an abundant of something others are lacking. So and it should be good. Rich mix or fat mix is a concrete mixture containing a high ratio of binder to aggregate, thus providing better spread and workability. If we are going to see that rich mix is rich in water, we can conclude that the mix has doubtfully goof mixture because high water in the mix means lower strength due to water-cement ratio. So thus, the mix is rich when cement content is high, resulting to low ratio. So an answer is more cement in the mix. Letter C. Number 96. Using the given data, the moisture content of the sample is, so following are the results obtained from field density and laboratory compaction test. Weight of dry soil is equal to 80 gram. Weight of water in soil sample is equal to 16 gram. Weight density of soil is equal to 1.9 gram per cc. Maximum dry density obtained from laboratory compaction is equal to 1.68 gram per cc. So para makuha ang moisture content, may siya formula nga weight of water in soil over weight of dry soil times 100. So bali equal siya sa 16 gram over 80 gram times 100 is, an answer is 20%. So letter B, 20%. Number 97. What is the function of emulsifier in liquid asphalts? So base sa ginatag nga choices, haras nga tanan is tama, but an engineer should know and analyze that the emulsifier are molecules with water lapping or hydrophilic and one oil lapping hydrophobic. They make it possible for water and oil to become finely dispersed in each other, creating a stable, homogeneous, smooth emulsion. So an answer is letter D, to enable asphalt and water to mix. Number 98. When the result of the second test differs from that of the first test on a sample representing the same lot of materials, the third test is done. This is referred to as. So when the result of the second test differs from that one of the first test on sample representing that the same lot of materials, the third test is done. This is very dependent on what kind of material is being tested. So sa comprehensive test is being conducted for one set of 3 samples. The third test will be called tertiary test. However, when other materials are considered, see testing of reinforcing steel bars or concrete cord sample once a second test is conducted, which is considered the comparison. And if failed, a third test is needed to break the comparison and to confirm which is the true result. So by analyzing acceptance test, the result of this test should be the basis of acceptance of the materials, or ginatawag siya nga retest or referee test. So answer is letter C, referee test. Number 99. Which of the following is not part of the Marshall method for preparing and evaluating trial mixes? So, the basis concept of the Marshall mix design method were originally developed by Bruce Marshall of the Mississippi Highway Department around 1939. The Marshall method seeks to select the asphalt binder content at a desired density that satisfies minimum stability and range of flow values. So the basic steps are A. Aggregate selection, B. Asphalt binder selection, C. Sample preparing including compaction, D. Stability determination using Marshall stabilimeter, A. Density and voids calculation, F. Optimum asphalt binder content selection. So, based from the above mentioned procedure, the mixing and compacting temperature for the asphalt cement to be used are obtained from the temperature viscosity graph. So, ang answer is letter B. So, number 100. What is the permitted variation from design thickness of a layer of aggregate sub-base course? So, the permitted variation from the design thickness of a layer of aggregate sub-base course is positive negative 20 mm. So, subsection 200.3.5 tolerance states that permitted variation from design is positive or negative 20 mm thickness of layer. So, answer is letter E. Thank you.